Hey everybody. So, wait, let me fix myself. So, I just wanted to chat a little bit while I take down my twists. I already moisturized them again, but this video really isn't about my hair. So, I know that I've been getting questions about finishing and getting into medical school. Of course, I haven't finished yet, but the whole application process, honestly, and getting in might actually be the hardest part. I am a second generation medical student, but honestly, that advantage didn't take me as far as I thought as quickly. I mean, I didn't really expect it, but I know a lot of people kind of would see it that way, that it would give you greater odds and things like that. So basically my journey to becoming this, I guess, second year medical student basically now, even though I just finished my first year and I haven't started my second, but I will be going back, so you know, it's all the same. It's been long. As far as I can remember, like as a little girl, I always wanted to be a doctor. I remember like playing dress up in scrubs, having like a little doctor bag, a stethoscope, a white coat. I even used to have, every time like we ever had dress up day at school, you know what I was. And then also, I remember when I was younger, when I was old enough, I guess, to kind of start using scissors, but not really. I tried to get inside my finger because it was something just so fascinating about the inside of the body. But, you know, that didn't really turn out too well, and that was just with the child's reasoning. Don't try that at home, kids. But anyways, so really I am one of those stories where it's like, as far as I can remember, I always wanted to do this and everything like that, but, you know, even that sometimes still doesn't make it an easy journey. So basically, I set out, you know, made pretty good grades in high school. High school wasn't that difficult for me, honestly. Like K through 12 was just kind of like, eh. I mean, it was a couple of things I didn't enjoy, and I know calculus, which is something I ended up taking, I really never would have taken that by choice. It wasn't that easy for me, but, you know, I graduated. And then in undergrad, I decided to major in biology because it was something that I felt I was most interested in, and then I know it would cover all the courses I need to attend medical school. So throughout my life, I basically set myself up to try to take different opportunities that were available to be like in a hospital setting or a clinical setting. Throughout high school, I worked in doctor's offices during the summer. I was able to work with an obstetrician gynecologist or an OBGYN, and I was also able to work with an orthopedic surgeon. So that was like something that really, really helped me understand how clinics work, how doctors work, outside of just like the experience that I had with my mother. I also was able to do a program at the local hospital that was basically geared for students that were interested in going to medical school in high school. And that was a really great experience as well. And then I also was able to just continue that throughout college. I did a program at one of the first medical schools, or the first medical school in our state, where I'm from, before we had any more medical schools, and it basically helped me prepare for the application process as well as getting prepared for the MCAT. I did that 2 different summers, but then one summer of my undergrad days I kind of deviated and I did something just like on a research side, which was cool. I actually was able to intern at Procter & Gamble, which was actually really neat because I ended up in an area that I'm like also interested in, which is like hair care. I don't know if I can tell. It's not that my hair is just laid. I'm probably going to try to actually lay my edges down for a change. But interested in healthcare or whatever. Hair care, I'm sorry. And it was great to just kind of test out new products and try different things with all that they had there, because I basically did research to help like see what needs to go into products to get the new products on the market for hair. So that was fun, and that was just something I got to do in between summer. That was the summer of my sophomore year, because back to my junior year, I was offered a chance to come back, which would have been great because I would have made a lot of money, and it was just a great opportunity. But I decided to dedicate my time to studying for the MCAT. So I did that again, and I was able to take it that summer. I ended up taking it twice that summer, and that was like it was miserable. Like, I think I took it the end of July, and then I took it again in September once I got my score back. My score was all right. It wasn't horrible, but it ended up being worse the second time, and I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, I think I just wasn't in the headspace to retake it, and I guess I just didn't really give myself enough time. So that's what happened basically, and didn't work in my favor. So I did not get accepted into any schools, and you know, that was that. So it was like I was gonna graduate that year regardless, and I just had to kind of figure out what I was going to do next. But I am so grateful for that experience, because the school I attend now wasn't even established yet in my city, or in my state, I mean. So like, I'm just so grateful that God orchestrated it to where I was delayed. And I know a lot of times we have to understand the difference between a no and a delay. And I was delayed, so I couldn't go whenever I planned to go, because my plan, y'all, my plan was like totally different than the way my life is set up right now. But that's because I know, and I mean, I'm grateful for that, because I know God is greater, and I know He has so much greater for me. So it's all good. But I love my school, and I wouldn't have been able to go there if He didn't, you know, give me that time. So I was out of school 2 years after graduation. So I started fall 2017, graduated May 2015. But it has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. The only like advice I can give right now is just like, you know, having faith. Like, regardless of how things may appear, regardless of how things may look, have faith. Don't let all the naysayers take over your mind and consume your thoughts and control your behaviors. And also just keep in mind that if it's what God has for you, He will work it out. I actually didn't have the best score when I got into school, and I'm here now, so I'm just really grateful for that, and it's just been a great experience. So this car is driving by. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm starting to perspire. I am in Dallas, Texas right now. My watch says it's 93 degrees. The highs have been like above 100, so it's like a whole nother world out here. So that's when my hair was in those twists. Like, I left my hair up in those. My bad. So what was I saying? I forgot. But anyway, hopefully I can edit this stuff well. Hopefully I can get this video out. But yeah, I want to take questions. Like, if you have any questions about the process, if you're trying to get into school, I mean, I don't know. For me, I believe in faith. I believe in unmerited favor, and I know that's been on my life throughout my entire life. And I don't count myself out anytime just because of how things may seem or anything like that. So, you know, I want you to be able to walk in the same abundance of faith and joy and freedom, to not feel limited or anything like that. But you got to get your dreams. You got to get your goals, because we're here. And at the end of the day, like, you know, you don't want to spend your whole life and say, oh, I wish I did this or I wish I did that, when you're like 80 and, you know, wondering where the time went. So I am going to get out this heat, but I wanted to get this good little sun. Hopefully the light is good. I'm not like frowning too much the whole time, but I will definitely keep you guys posted on the next little bit. I'll start school back soon, so I'll definitely get back to those vlogs. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I'm overwhelmed a little bit still, honestly, because there's so many things I have to do, but I spent a lot of my summer just recovering. I don't know, but I guess I'll catch you guys Later.